Hi, good morning. It is a Monday. I'm having a slow start. I have been doing some journaling. I've been doing morning pages. If you know morning pages from Julia Cameron's Artist Way, I have been doing those for years. I haven't really fully worked through the whole program, but the morning pages absolutely stuck with me. So I've been doing that a lot, just writing out stream of consciousness first thing in the morning to dump out all the clutter from the mind. And that really helps me. Yeah, I just have also done a guided meditation. I've been doing more energy training this year. So I've been working with an amazing mentor who has been helping me advance my energy work. And super exciting. I've been learning how to do some crazy things like connecting to spirit guides, galactic guides, remote viewing, connecting to the grid underneath the earth, the energetic grid. And yeah, I've been slowly working my way through an advanced training. And this morning I did a meditation to connect to my soul's mission and my higher self. And it was really amazing. And I've journaled out some of my answers. So yeah, I wanted to share because I feel like having these practices of connecting back to a higher version of you, a higher frequency, it really can instill a lot of hope and can remind you of your power. So I think I'm going to read out some of my answers and then I'm going to just chat about it. Let's just chat about it. So, the first question was, what is my soul's mission? So my mentor was kind of saying, when we visualize our body, our energetic body, we also visualize the higher self, which is, I think, in the soul star chakra. We have chakras in the body, and then we have chakras higher outside the body and also under us that connect deeper to the earth. And then he was saying our soul operates and our soul sits a lot higher than our physical body because they're at such a higher frequency. So it's just going up this energy cord up towards source and locating my soul self, which was really cool to visualize. I've never really visualized it like that before. And I kept hearing, when I asked the question, what is my soul's mission? I kept hearing to connect to the afterlife. And that was the only thing that it said. It said, connect to the afterlife, connect to the afterlife. Yeah, I suppose if you didn't know, I also share with some people that I am a medium. I have been connecting to souls that have passed over for quite a few years now. It didn't give me any other answers. It just said connect to the afterlife. And I do have an offering on my website if you are interested in having a mediumship session. I hold these in a very safe Reiki container where you're basically held in this Reiki bubble and I'm streaming energy through the whole time, which creates this cushioning. And also it creates a sense of safety so that if a person comes through and it triggers a lot of heightened emotion, it means that we're coated in this Reiki love protection. So it's a bit less of a impact on your system, if that makes sense. With mediumship work, I always ask permission of the soul we want to connect to, and also just ask if they want to come through, because sometimes their soul is not ready to, their soul is journeying through another realm in the afterlife and they're somewhere else. And also sometimes the person on earth is not ready to receive that kind of connection. From what I've learned, it's very important to we have to go through a grief process after someone has passed before we can connect to their soul. Like, we have to let ourselves, to some extent, feel the humanness of that loss. And then it gets to a point where both souls are ready to connect. And when they do connect, it can be so healing and so supportive for both people. it can help both the person on earth and it can help the person who has passed over and is now in the afterlife. If you are interested in having a mediumship session, I call these psychic Reiki mediumship, I think, on my website, then I will link it all below. But yes, back to the meditations. The next question I asked was, what is my soul's purpose and mission? And I wrote down, to connect beings to the higher levels of consciousness, to help lift them up out of the density of human suffering, to access the healing of the higher realms, to balance out their experience on earth. We are not here only to suffer. We're here to experience polarity, euphoria, and the dark. And this is something that's been really coming through strongly as a message recently, is this earth we live on is a school. It is a planet of lessons and polarity, and we can't have the light without the dark. What I really feel is my mission in this life is to help people out of the dark. Again, that quote, we are not here only to suffer. This really reminds me of my own story, which is where I kind of hit my rock bottom when I was 15 and I cracked open and I had my awakening. And maybe in another timeline, I stayed in that suffering and I couldn't escape it. And I think so many people live on earth in just the human mind. They just live in the mind and they don't live in the body, or they don't have access to joy and life. And this earth, it's not only for us to suffer in, like, we are here to live and breathe and be happy. And in order for us sometimes to crawl out of that darkness, that dark patch, we have to go in and face the shadow. And when we uncover and pull out our blockages and pain from the body, then it frees us. It frees us and frees space in us so that we're returned to the ability to feel joy and euphoria and peace. And I believe so strongly that we are all innately in connection to a sense of peace in the body. And of course, we are all also born with ancestral wounds and weight, and we grow up in a weird world where we're conditioned out of all of our gifts and creativity. And I'm saying this to you because I have survived a super dark patch and didn't know I was going to. And I feel like that is my mission. It is to help people pull themselves out of dense spaces and dense places that a lot of humans can reside in. And yeah, I'm here to help people ascend and to find that light and hope and strength within them so that they can live this life that is never going to be perfect. It's never going to be only peace and love, but it's the ability to access strength within you and peace within you so that you can, live fully. I received a very exciting package. I'm not showing you my address. Let's unbox it together. This is not from Amazon, by the way. I'm trying to avoid Amazon. This is from World of Books, which I think is mostly secondhand books. Or maybe not, I could be lying. Could be lying to you there. She's so beautiful. It actually looks brand new. Maybe it is brand new. Stop telling lies. This is so significant because I went on a creative residency, which I made a little video about, which is also on my channel. And I met this amazing, really incredible human, and we really connected, and she had this book and we were talking and we were opening up about our stories, and she was like, you have to read this. So yeah, she lent me the book for the weekend that we were there, 5 days that we were there. And it was one morning we were having breakfast outside, and she was reading me some passages from the book. And the way that my whole spirit cracked open and my whole body was activated, I was getting rushes of energy through my heart. I can feel it now as I talk about it. It just resonates so strongly with my story, and my story of awakening at age 15. And it's about plants and nature and renewal and recovery, and how nature has so many examples of life, death, rebirth. And it feels like such a huge inspiration for my book. I'm writing a book about my story of awakening, of hitting rock bottom, and then cracking open. This is very exciting. I think I only read a few chapters while I was at the retreat, but this feels like a research piece for my book. So, yay! The last thing I want to share about my meditation this morning was I asked the question, why has my soul chosen this purpose and mission? And really strongly I heard back, you are strong enough. You are strong enough. You have survived all the worst days. And sometimes you just need to hear that. You need to hear that. And I'm really so excited to be working with more people in these energetic spaces, energy healing spaces. Yeah, just having the knowing that we have the strength. We have strength to face our inner demons, our darkness, our shadows. And by doing that, we really free ourselves. Like, I can't tell you how free I feel compared to my younger self. So yeah, this is a reminder for you today that you have so much strength. And if you need that reminder, maybe have a little practice of connecting to your higher self or your soul self. And yeah, sometimes it's good to have that reminder of, I am actually bigger, I'm more expansive than me in this human experience. Like, I am a soul and I've lived lives before this, and I will continue to. So I will leave it there. Thank you for listening. See you soon.